Just give me the headline from your perspective. Why did he do this? Why did he say these things to you, and why did he allow his aides to say them to you?
For one, I think they were frustrated with how the policy was going, and I think there was an intent on their part to get a message out about that frustration. The headline for me is, the war is out of Obama's control. Obama does not have control of the war in Afghanistan. He doesn't have control over the policy, and the policy has serious issues. And by telling the story through General McChrystal, I think we are able to illustrate that in pretty telling, with pretty telling detail.
Did he assume any of this was off the record?
I'm not sure. There were no ground rules set for any of the interviews, and I had my tape recorder out in front of his face with my notebook most of the time.
Do you think he lost a sense of what he was saying?
No, I think they say these things all the time. and you know, I think they say these things all the time in private, and I just happened to sort of see them how they acted in private. There was sort of a natural kind of recklessness that General McChrystal has, which has been with him through his entire career, as I understand it. And inviting me in was obviously a risk, as it always is when you invite a journalist in.
You know he's been apologizing to everyone all day long?
I saw that he had released a statement saying he apologized for the profile.
How do you feel about him in the apology mode?
It's strange for someone to apologize for being themselves. I think they felt that was the best sort of media strategy as well. Rather than kind of attack me, they apologize, and it takes sort of the air out of the balloon.
Let me ask about the one paragraph which seems in a way the most important to the most people. Namely, McChrystal, you're talking about those closest to him, know that the rising anti-war sentiment at home doesn't begin to reflect how deeply blanked up things are in Afghanistan. Quote, if Americans pulled back and started paying attention to this war, it would become even less popular. Do they think we're losing this war? Do they think that what he forecast as a possibility is happening?
I know there are serious skeptics on the highest levels of his staff. And he said that to me, the source said that to me. And I asked him to repeat it because I said, wait, you're saying if it gets... I asked him to repeat it because I couldn't believe it myself. I said, well, you're saying if people looked at it, it would become more popular. He's like, no, I think if people pulled out, because of how blanked up it is, it would become less popular. And that's when I realized, there was serious doubts and frustration that went to the highest level of the staff.
A question about Obama. Did you get the feeling from the whole complex of things that he said that this was just about two cultures and a cultural divide? Or did you think that he had asked for specific things that he was not getting?
I think it's a multitude of factors. One is that you're coming from the relationship of General Petraeus and President Bush, and the Pentagon, that had set a precedent of sort of a one-on-one relationship with the commander-in-chief. That relationship does not exist between Obama and McChrystal. General McChrystal has been fighting these wars, and his staff have been fighting these wars for the past 9 years. They are excellent at fighting wars. The issue becomes when they also become the main driver for policy in issues that might, in my opinion, be better left to the diplomatic track, the State Department, to the president. But if you're not with them, you're against them.